Hello, Lori. Hello, Don Devo from Down Under. Yeah, guys, the blank screen is on their end, not mine. Just give me a few seconds. Well, not me, but them. It is Leon Valley at their finest, of course.
Now we can start. Here we go.
Oh, no, we can start, Nate. All right, Lori.
No, that's okay. Like I said, you're the only one that actually gets off work at 5 and has to run out here, so we understand. Okay. You want to get your breath, and then we'll... Are you okay? All right, great. Thank you. Good afternoon. Test. Can y'all hear me? Test. For some reason, it didn't... Test. There we go. That's much better. Thank you, Crystal. Welcome to the City of Leon Valley City Council special meeting. Today is Wednesday, March the 3rd, 2021. As you can see, we do have all council members present, and we do have a quorum. If you would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd greatly appreciate that. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I believe we started at about 5:34 this afternoon. I did not announce the time. My apologies. Okay, agenda item number 2, citizens to be heard. Is there anyone in the chambers that would like to address the council at this time on any issue? And if so, please state your name and where you reside. Thank you and welcome. Good evening. No. And again, Mr. Martinez, you may remove your mask as you speak to the council.
1, 2, 3, 4, that's better.
Hold on a second, Mr. Martinez. They can't see us from the outside. Is that having any video?
There you go.
They can't hear
I
us.
just fixed it.
Okay.
Somebody was on my equipment today.
All right.
Vinny Martinez, Seneca. Really, I want to talk on item 1, but just wanted to say the council has a great candidate here for interim city manager, Crystal. The 3 terms I've been on council, she's been there. She knows the city. She's qualified to be city manager, and I hope she does accept it. And I would encourage her to consider applying for the city manager job permanently. And if just in the slim chance that she refuses to be even interim city manager, please consider Melinda. I think Melinda could easily step in and take over as assistant city manager until a permanent one is hired. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Yes, Ms. Postley. Anyone else? Yes. Mr. Blackmore, good evening and welcome.
My name is Richard Blackmore. I'm a resident of Leon Valley. I want to address this email from last week. I meant to be here, wanted to be here last week, but I thought y'all were just doing interviews. But it turned out to be some of a city council meeting. I wanted to address this thing about extortion. Either the woman had to look that word up, a citizen had to look that word up, or somebody told her about that. Now, I believe our police chief is a good man.
Yes, please silence your cell phones. Thank you. Excuse me, Mr.
Good
Blackmore.
man. Denise Fredericks was a good attorney. Now, whatever she gets, I believe she deserves. I do believe racism had something to do with it. With the police chief, he's just protecting his job, rightly so. Then we have the First Amendment auditors. Their sole job, if you look them up on Google, I did several months ago, one of their sole purposes was to sue small cities. And hopefully they'll settle out of court, which they can claim they won. And then the other two, citizens of our community who claim to be looking out for our city. I wonder if they're really looking out for our city or for themselves, because they haven't dropped their lawsuits. Well, I've been told myself I can't sue anybody because I'm a public official. I sit on the Planning and Zoning Commission. I'm on CPAC. I truly would dearly love to sue a bunch of people, especially after my house was placed on YouTube. I like to sue some people in this room, but I can't do it. So, God bless America, God bless the great state of Texas, and God help Leon Valley. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Blackmore. Anyone else? Yes, Mr. Bobbin. Good evening and welcome.
Eric Mata, Canterfield. First of all, would like to thank and acknowledge our staff. The last Friday and also this Monday, I put in open records requests. Last Friday was for Denise Frederick's demand letter. And this Monday was for Chief Salvaggio's demand letter that I guess was introduced at some point last week. And I actually got them in a very timely fashion, probably the way municipal governments should function in general. And so I want to thank whoever's responsible for that. I will note that I believe we had a bit of a changing of the guard, probably Friday morning. And so whoever's responsible for that, I want to thank you. It's great to have transparency. But on that note, I will say, again, it's interesting to see someone that served on CPAC more interested in advocating for staff who have either left or are hopefully on their way out. Very concerning, this organization that we've seen at play that has kind of fostered a support network for staff who have taken actions without any accountability, have not respected the rights of citizens and our right to go to the polls and our desires and the outcome from those votes to be represented here. And I'd also like to say that the idea that those citizens that have been violated by government officials, the idea that they have any less of a reason to sue versus staff members who took advantage and violated their positions is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So again, I would also at some point advise our elected officials sitting here to look at this Citizens Police Advisory Committee and determine what good this does. It's fostered, again, an environment of pitting citizens against one another. Many of those that have sat on that committee have also played a role in the various ethics hearings that we've seen. And it all leads to one person, well, actually two people, Kelly Kunstler, former city manager, and our current chief of police. So again, as you guys have heard, I strongly urge you to do whatever it takes to continue moving forward with removing the police chief from his current position. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ivan. All right, then seeing no one else, I did want to let the council know that I did get a letter from Mr. Page, Bob Page, who writes regularly here, who does not live in Leon Valley. And as I said at the last meeting, our rules of decorum have not formally changed since July 20th of 2020. Although I believe we made a motion at one of the earlier meetings to allow outside letters, and we never changed that. And the city manager, Mr. Berman, at the time had told me, just brought that to my attention. And so I didn't read a letter last week, but I have another one this week, and you can certainly vote to waive the rules. I do want to let you know that we just finalized the agenda for March the 9th, and the rules of decorum are on that agenda so that we can look at it and make a final, or make an amendment if we'd like to. So, with that said, what would y'all like to do with Mr. Bob Page's letter? It's up to y'all. I mean, I was going to say if it was the chair's ruling, I would say it does not fall in line with our current rules, which says we can't read out letters from outside the community. So, yes, sir. Councilmember Bradshaw, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I would just say for now, let's just follow the rules the way they are. We'll, like you said, we'll go and revisit them,
Right.
but for now, let's add it to the record.
Okay, very good. So we will add Mr. Page's letter to the record, and we will again take this up on Tuesday, March the 9th. Yes, Councilor Stevens.
And so I agree with Councilor Bradshaw. I do regret that we are not reading letters, and so I think we can come up with a creative plan in the future
I think so.
to read these like before the meeting, for example, so it doesn't use up time. But for now, we'll just stick with what we have, and so hopefully these citizens that do want to, or members of the public that want to participate, can still do so. It just doesn't use up the limited amount of time that we do have. So.
Very good. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that input. Okay, then we will move then to a regular agenda item 3.1. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Councilor Hefner.
No, Mayor, before we move on to this next agenda item, I'd like a point of personal privilege, if you mind, or don't mind. I received an email today, and I just wanted to read it out to follow up on a Citizens to be Heard item that we had last week. And just wanted to give a shout out to staff because I found this quite...
I think I know where you're going on. Is this your daughter's request?
Yes. So for those of you who weren't here last week, my daughter insisted before I came to the meeting that she give me a handwritten letter that she written asking if her lemonade stand on her wagon was a food truck and if it were legal or not. So I wanted to just read the response from staff and just say thank you because it was something that brightened our day. And my daughter read it when she got up from her nap today and she just beamed. So this is from Mr. Mellon. Dear Abigail, and so also any other citizens that are out there who have small children who are interested in lemonade stands, this is some really great information. You asked, is a rolling lemonade stand legal? That's a great question. I had to look for the answer because I did not know myself. What I learned is that a lemonade stand is absolutely legal in the great state of Texas and does not require any permits. There are some rules you have to follow though. 1, the stand has to be at your house, somebody else's house, a business, or a public park. 2, you have to have permission for wherever your stand is. So from the homeowner, if it's somebody else's house, or the business owner. 3, it has to be occasional, which means you can't have your lemonade stand out every day, but every weekend is probably just fine though. Number 4, your stand has to be operated by someone younger than the age of 18, which means your mom or dad cannot be left alone at your stand. It is also legal for you to sell drinks other than lemonade if you want to, just as long as they're drinks that are safe for kids. Thanks again, and thanks for asking, and good luck with your business. Respectfully, Brandon Mellon. Just wanted to say thank you for staff, because that was a little thing, took a few minutes to write, but, it meant the world to my daughter, so thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Do appreciate it, Counselor. All right. If there's no any other comments on the Citizens to be Heard, then we'll move to agenda item 3.1, discussion and possible action appointing Crystal Caldera as acting city manager. I believe I made the announcements last Friday that Mr. Brummett, our interim city manager, had to leave abruptly due to personal problems in Colorado. His house was inundated with water pipe bursting all over the place and had to leave to go to that situation. And so he graciously asked Crystal and appointed Crystal as acting city manager, and she agreed to stay on until we find our permanent city manager. So, Crystal, I know we ask, if you'd like a contract or anything like that, and so I'd like for you to go ahead and just address that, because I think it says the world about you.
So, I turned down a contract. I'm going to stay at my regular rate of pay. No increase, no stipend, no anything. I'm just going to help the city hopefully get through this time, and we can get a permanent city manager in real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good, thank you. And I'll just note for those of you who don't know, Crystal's been with the city since, I think, 2006? 5. I mean, it's been as long as I've been mayor almost, so we've grown up together. So anyway, but thank you. I really, really appreciate it. So with that said, are there any other comments? And if not, may I have a motion to approve? Yes.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Councilor Orozco and a second by Councilor Hefner to appoint Crystal Cordera acting city manager. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion does carry. Thank you so much, Crystal. We really greatly appreciate your help. All right, moving then to agenda item number 4.1. The City Council shall meet in executive session to discuss the following. Number 1, pursuant to Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Section 551.074, Personnel Matters, to conduct interviews for the position of City Manager. So at this time, it's 5:47. We will move to executive session. Thank you. Yes. Yes, my apologies. Just raise your hand next time, Eric, because I'm moving towards the executive session. No, that's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you, Eric Mata from Catfield.
Just wanted to say quickly, in the near 2 years that I've gotten involved over sincere concerns, I will say that Crystal is one of the absolute most professional members of our staff that we have, and sometimes we get up here and we kind of say staff, so we're not kind of picking people out, pointing fingers directly at people, but it is never, when I've come up and said it, it's never been aimed at you, Crystal. I think you've done an amazing job of steering clear of the politics, which has been a big issue for citizens, residents of Leon Valley, and I don't want to harp on that, but it really stands out when there's someone at your position who somehow navigates avoiding that issue. And I don't know how you've done it. I really admire you for that. And so I thank you for stepping in and serving this community. And you've served loyally for all those years. So again, just wanted to thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mata, for those words. Do appreciate it. All right. Anyone else before we move into executive session then? All right. So now, instead of at 5:47, it's 5:50. We will move into executive session. Thank you all very much for your patience. So, recessed.
Okay, guys. Sorry for the blank screen there. Sorry it took me so long to get here. I do apologize for the coughing in the background. But as you can see, they're in recess. They never could run their jobs correctly. Now, Justin, he will probably do a thing on this later. Right now, I think he's doing a thing on CFW. For those who don't know, CFW was recently arrested on a mere problem. Let's see if I can pull that up. I'm bringing that up for you guys now. Fiddle diddle dee. That would be a good question, Don Devo. But yeah, guys. But yeah, guys, I mean, I do apologize for my slow internet kind of a thing. But yeah, like I said, she was... But yeah, Don, it was a joke on the Aussie thing. Don't take it too seriously. But yeah, guys, bear with me. And here we go, guys. But like I said, guys, please bear with me. And like I said, guys, my internet is a little slow, so please give it some time.
So what's it say? I can't do that.
Man, orientation is locked.
Is it locked like that? Sideways? Rotate the flies back.
So like that.
Okay.
You're at the missile computer.
Well, I guess people are just gonna have to. Whoa. Hey guys, I can't get my phone to orientate the right way, so how's everybody doing? I can't read it. I can't read it without my glasses. It's not fun. It's not fun. I'm here with David. Here's David. David helped get me out. So I was in Waxahachie, and I just, all I was doing was just filming a traffic stop, and they didn't like that I was filming a traffic stop, and they just walked up and arrested me for standing on a roadway. And this morning, they finally let me out of jail, and it was ROR, but we're on the way right now. They towed my car, and they arrested me for standing in a roadway. I don't get it, but that's what they said that I got arrested for. It's a ticketable offense. It's ticketable. They could have just wrote me a ticket, but they took me to jail instead because they were butthurt because I was filming them. We're back. I'm in a little tiny town called Waxahachie, and so I lost reception just now. So we're on our way to get my car out. If anybody wants to super chat me and help me with my car, that would help me so much, because they wanted $300 to get it out. They had no reason to tow my car. So, and they're horrible here. They're just horrible. So,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry
all
my
it
phone's
is.
not the right way.
Revenge
Just let
of the
everybody know I'm out.
police.
I'm reconnecting again. Lost reception. Oh, thank you for the super chat. You guys, I appreciate that a lot. It's going to help get my car out.
Maybe I'll go back out and go up that road a little bit.
Yeah, they said on one of the things I saw on the reviews of the record service said it's hard to find. Obviously,
It's to the wrong place, but
this is the right
it's out
place.
there.
That's not the record place. Yeah, if you guys wanted to help me out and and hook me up with PayPal, if one of my mods could post my PayPal, that'd help a lot, because I was not expecting a $300 bill today. I had just enough for my bills for the month, and then for them to pop me with a $300 bill to get the car out of the jail. And the car costs more to get out of jail than it cost me to get out. I got an ROR, but I still have to show up for court. I'm sure the ticket's probably going to get dismissed when I show my evidence and they show theirs. But it's still the hassle of having to go through it and mess with it and all that. And the record service is hard to find. They said that one of the things on the review said that it's hard to find. And it sure is hard to find. Maybe it's over that way somewhere. But I just don't understand why. I mean, because you're filming the police, that you can get arrested for filming the police. I just don't know how that can happen in today's day and age.
Cameras.
I'm just shook up. I can't even talk,
killers.
you guys. It's just a horrible experience. I mean, for them just to get all upset just for filming. I mean, I'm going to release that video here in a little bit too. I look terrible. Look, I look terrible.
Okay, guys, as you heard there, she said CFW says she
It's
looks
horrible.
terrible.
I think I smell because they just,
One, if she looks
like, it
good,
stinks
two,
in
if
that
she looks
jail.
terrible.
It was just really
you
bad.
all be the judge. One, she looks good. Two, she looks terrible.
That was not a very clean jail. but what was really odd is that the jailer told me, one of the jailers told me that they arrest people a lot for tickets, not for outstanding tickets, but when they're giving the tickets. He said between 3 and 5 people a day get arrested for having a ticket, for speeding or for whatever, just whatever. They just arrest you. They don't give you the ticket. They don't write the ticket out. They just take you to jail, which I found kind of strange. He said 3 to 5 people a day. That's a high number for me, I think. I think that's a high number. I didn't know you, like, for a ticketable offense, they can take you to jail like that. Yeah, it might be down this street. Mushroom. So I've got a headache like you can't believe, you guys. Just from not eating and drinking. I just didn't want to.
Yeah. Agreed, Don
And
Deho.
I walked 2 miles to my car, and it wasn't there. I thought I was just gonna be able to hop in my car and go home, but no, they took my car too. They have this record service sitting out in the middle of nowhere.
And of course, guys,
So you can't find it.
Leon Valley taking
I'm gonna
their
go home and try
sweet
to find out
time.
where they are. Man, it would be great if we had a bunch of people show up here this weekend just to take pictures of them. They've got just like 20,000 people living here, but 80 cops. Oh, do you think this? People are there looking at us. Wonder, is that it back there? Maybe. No. I don't. Yeah. No. This is so weird because it's right there on the map, but it's not on the map. What is all that purple stuff? Is that glass? So, anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know I was out. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody else is hooking me up with the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Any little bit's gonna help, because I was not expecting a $300 bill. I don't see my card anywhere here.
And just to let her know that I streamed it.
So. I can't see the chat. I don't have my glasses. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm okay.
Thank you, Deshaun, Courtney, Eric Brand.
Oh, are you live?
Yes.
Oh, great. I can't see my chat.
Wendy.
But yeah, guys, as you heard it here, I will put the share screen up later when they decide to come back on for Leon Valley. Yeah, the whole thing with CFW, I mean, if you guys look it up, she was out filming. A cop got upset, asked her to step back. CFW, Carolina and Fort Worth, complied. And because she complied so politely, he got upset and arrested her. And as you all heard her say on her stream, there's about 80 officers in that area. Oh, just so you guys could see what I'm seeing. I mean, they're still in recess. Oh yeah, Hilton. This guy, I mean, she recently put up her video. The guy was a real a-hole about it. But we all know how the, little towns like that act. Like with Alamos Park, did large amount of people did a protest there. The cops disappeared. Leon Valley did the same thing. You know, they fear the people when we, the people, stand. Normally, I would have songs going on in the background for you guys, but yeah, already got a warning on that. Yeah, okay, come on, Baxter County. Enough with the, quote, beer bug, unquote thing, man. They've been like, it's annoying. They've been trying to, do a whole fear thing on it, the whole media thing. So, yeah, guys, normally if I could speed it up, I would speed this up for you guys, but this is a live stream being put out on a live stream, so I have no control over it. I mean, I could do what Justin does and just wait to do it, but it's like, why bother, you know? It's like, it's no fun if I have to sit here and do all the editing and doing the fast forward. I've always been, you know, showing you guys everything that I'm doing in the raw. Mental laxative, yes. I'm starting to think that Leon Valley wish they could jump on a unicorn and ride off into the sunset. But sorry, guys. The unicorn has left the building. That's right. The unicorn left the building. They probably feared that Joe might have his way with him. Gotta charge up the battery for the cell phone. Well, not my cell phone, but I have one of those portable battery pack guys. Because we all know when we go out and film, we need plenty of power to keep the phones from going dead. Hilton, yeah. Well, I live not too far from a Air Force base. So yeah, you guys are going to hear that a lot. So yeah. You know, I mean, personally, it drives me nuts because I keep wondering, okay, is that a ghetto bird or is that the Air Force? That's the second notice the mainstream media put out for the beer bug. It's like, dude, you already told me. Upcoming COVID stuff. It's like, dude, seriously. But yeah, guys. personally, I don't mind the Air Force doing their thing. I'm one of the few people, I mean, we all have jobs to do, their jobs to do the plain things. Who am I to tell somebody they can't do their job, that they're doing to the best of their ability? Okay, we got the same kind of planes buzzing around her. Yeah. Well, yeah, they can be annoying, but as I've also told people, you know, when you like buy a place or rent a place near an airport or an Air Force, there's going to be planes. If you know this, you have to deal with it. It's like renting or owning a place next to a farm. If you don't want to hear the animals and you don't want to see the animals getting it on, don't rent near there. You know, they can only do so much. I mean, yeah, they can get up and move the place, but as soon as they move the place, some fool is going to get the idea of building houses out there. So it's like, it's common sense, you know? But yeah, guys, please bear with me. I can only do so much. You know what, guys? I'm gonna go out for a smoke. Might as well take you guys with me. You know, it would be just easier for me to keep a track of things. But yeah, guys, like I said, Leon Valley is going to take who knows how long on their recess. Yeah, well, Hilton, where I'm from, used to be a farm country, and then the area I grew up in started getting a little crowded, and then you had people, you know, who complained about, you know, the farms. I don't know, can you guys see that sunset? Here, let me enlarge that for you. no mental laxative. I'm not peeing. That is actually the pond in the background. That is what you guys are hearing. There's a Texas sunset for you guys. But yeah, guys, you know, please bear with me. Leon Valley is still, you know, doing their thing. And yeah, I'm streaming their stream on my stream at the Goat Barn. But yeah, guys, we got planes going on. Planes going off there. Planes going off there. Let's see if I can catch that. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I can't get the plane too well on this. But yeah, if you guys must know. Okay. The computer's facing, that way's east. That way's north. So the airport would be northeast of me. Oh, Hilton. But yeah. So yeah, guys, as soon as Leon Valley comes back, I'll let you guys know. It still says it's on the whole, like, in recess. But yeah, guys, I mean, normal stuff like this, guys, I mean, they take about an hour to do their thing. Normally, I mean, it takes them like an hour to discuss something that should like take 30 minutes. But we all know how that is, right, guys? Just a second, guys. Let me get my coffee cup. But yeah, guys. Leon Valley is slowly taking their time. La 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 la. Goat world. Yeah. Sorry it's taking so long, guys. You know what? I will come back later when Leon Valley shows up. Okay, guys? So remember, sharing is caring.